I have gotten a lot better at building Lego car MOCs. You might have seen some of my previous videos about how better I've gotten. Well, this is what my cars used to look like. Hello, it's me, Mayo Hosko. I'm going to talk a little bit about some of these street legal cars that I built a long time ago. Long time. Some of these are as old as 2017, as is a lot of the MOCs that I built a long time ago. And there are a whole bunch of different designs. There are a few different classes of cars that I have made, all with slightly different designs, a lot of different colours, and we're going to explore these differences. So come along for the ride. Toot toot! I find it very useful to store all of these 4-wide cars in this very old Hot Wheels car carrying case. And there doesn't appear to be any date on here, but I'm thinking that this was made sometime around the 1990s. These are the smallest size of cars that I've built. All of these cars are regular passenger cars, except for these two, which are very small police cruisers. And I built these kind of as more of first responders, rather than someone that could actually take someone back to the police station. So you can see that they have the black and white police colours that I like. They've got the light bar on the top, as is both, and they've got these little tiles, and they have a slightly different design at the back. One of them has the round headlights, the other has the cheese slope headlights. One of them has a straight bumper, the other has a curved bumper. The one on the left has also the cheese slope headlights, and the one on the right has the round plate headlights. So we can get those out of the way. These 5 are the same model, just with a slightly different bumper. So these two right here have the bumper that is just 2 round tail lights and the grille. These two have a 2x4 grille at the front with a bumper. So the one on the left has the cheese slope headlights, the one on the right has the round plate headlights. They both had that 1x2 grille. The one on the right has a non-rounded bumper with a license plate, and the other one has the rounded bumper. This one also has a 2x4 bumper, but it's got the 1x2 headlights and those angled 1x2 cheese slope grills. Now if we turn these around to the back, you can see with these ones they also have a 1x1 back grille. Let me look at this. So they both have the rounded tail lights. This one has a has a tile right there, and this one, the grey one, uses that modified tile with the studs on 2 ends. These have a different style of back bumper. This one has the double cheese slopes. This one only has the 1 cheese slope, 2 wide cheese slope, but it's got its headlights, its tail lights sloped down, and underneath those is some regular black cheese slopes. This one has the cheese slopes tail lights angled in towards the license plate. This one has the exact same design for the headlights, but as its tail lights, and instead of the grills, it's got that 2x2 tile. Now this one actually doesn't use a 4x4 plate for its top, but it has that same design of windscreen and back screen style of builds as is present with all the others. They have the exact same window style, but this one has the specialized roof piece so that it can fit a minifigure's head underneath. And this car has the exact same style of grille as this green one, but it doesn't have the rounded bumper on the bottom. This car has the exact same rear bumper as this blue one. It's actually got the license plate on the back. And I just used any random license plate from whatever set, disregarding what the set number is, because I just wanted to put a license plate on some of these cars. And I'm thinking I'll eventually like to scoundrel through some of my printed elements, trying to find some more 1x2 license plates with those titles with those license plate stickers. So I'd like to add those to the rear bumpers of all of my cars, but I probably won't be able to do that without having to buy license plates off of Bricklink. I think some of these need a slight modification, but the main thing I want to modify with all of these passenger cars is that I want to make these solid colours, make them less Lego-like, but more realistic. If you could call this style of car a sedan, I guess you could call this style of car a compact station wagon. All three of these cars have their windows reaching their back bumpers. These two have their doors being that 1x4 panel, while this one actually has the proper door pieces. If we look at the front grills, they all have that exact same build for the bumpers. And if we turn these around, these two have the same exact rear bumper design with the 1x1 round tail lights and the 1x2 tile. This one has the tail lights connected to those 1x1 studs not on top pieces and just uses a regular 1x2 brick at the back. It doesn't use a special bracket snot piece. These two cars have the exact same build for the top, which uses that modified 4x4 car roof piece, so that you have enough room for the minifigure's head to fit inside. And one more thing that needs to be noted about that is that this compact station wagon has the sloped windscreen at the back, while this one has the squared off windscreen at the back. And the reason I like to distinguish these as station wagons is because their rear windscreens come all the way to the back, which means that you're able to carry more cargo. Compare this yellow and white one to the others. Its roof is plate built, but it still has that same 2x4 tile on top. If I am to make some modifications, just like with the sedan cars that I have built, I'd like to make these a solid colour to make them less Lego-like and more realistic. I'd like to change this out so that this is a sloped windscreen at the back, because I think having the sloped windscreen at the back is better for its aerodynamics, and I prefer to use the squared off windscreens for medium and heavy duty commercial and industrial vehicles. And I have to apologise for any background noise that you might hear in this video. I should have mentioned that off of the top. These are all based on the, I believe it's a 4x10 car chassis. And they don't make these car chassis anymore. At least I don't think. They might. Someone will have to correct me about that, because tell me if they still make these. I don't think they do. But compared to these sedans, the sedans were based on the 4x5 car chassis, and I've used some plates on the bottom to extend them to, at the chassis, be a 4x7, but obviously you add the extra length with the front and the rear bumpers. So thankfully I was able to get a bunch of these trans clear angled windscreens on the pick-a-brick wall, so changing this out to be an angled windscreen will be a very easy conversion for me. Instead of having this awkward looking 3x3 section at the back and the 2x4 tile being awkwardly pushed back by one stud compared to this one, for example, this can be a more natural looking 2x4 area and there won't be this much of a white gap at the front. I really like these compact station wagons because it means that there are a couple of soccer mums living in Mayo City. So as you would have seen from my vehicle mock videos that I did when I was moving house in December of 2023, I now have better standard designs and they are all color coordinated. So the problems I had back then, I don't have anymore because I have gotten better with my designs. Anyway, thank you for watching this video and I'll see you in the next one.